Mike, where are we going? This is Executive Chef Michael Hodgeson.
Arva.
Arva?
North of London.
And what is Arva?
I guess it's a small town. It looks like there's about 2 roads there.
And what are we? Why are we doing this?
We're going to look at Arva Mill. So it's a historic mill, and where we buy a lot of our flour for all of our bread. The majority of flour comes from there. So we've got I think it's a 100-year-old mill. It had some upgrades done about 40 years ago to it. That's pretty much an old milling process. It's our first mill trip, so we get to see what it's like. It's going to be interesting.
That's great. And we also have Andrew Coppollino with us. Hello, Andrew.
Hi.
Andrew does Waterloo Region Eats. He is also a correspondent on Grand River Living. And Andrew, what are you doing today on this trip with us?
Well, I think Michael has pointed out that this is one of the only sort of, what did you say, Michael? One of the only historic working mills we've got around us, and I'm really interested in seeing the process that's going on, and I'm always very interested in the connections between what the farmers are doing, people producing our food, and then restaurants such as the Bauer Kitchen, Wildcraft, from their end, and taking that product and making it into the great fresh food that gets served to the people of Waterloo Region. So it's always an interesting story, I think, to be told there, and to see the behind-the-scenes stuff, and that whole field-to-table phenomenon is just something that I think customers at restaurants are really, really interested in. I just want to be able to help share that story.
That's great. All right. All right, I'm here in Arva Mills, and there's Mike Hodgeson, our executive chef, and Mike Matthews of Arva Mills, the president. Hello, Mike.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. All right, can you just really quickly explain to us what we're looking at right here?
Okay, what you're looking at
doesn't
here,
look like a typical mill that I would have expected to see. These look pretty old.
What you're looking at here is a little piece of history. These are 1903 steel roller mills. So what I mean by roller mills, they're actually solid steel shafts that are rolling and grinding the grain. This was the next upgrade from stone milling. A lot of people use stone milling just because it didn't heat up the product. This milling procedure here is very slow as well, so it also keeps the integrity of the product, the nutritional value. We mill it around 250 RPM, so we keep all the heats down. Our flour basically goes through the mills and comes out cool.
And what's the benefit of that? Why would it be better that you're milling it at that?
It just keeps the nutritional value up. If you heat up the flour too much, it actually burns all the nutritional content out of the product itself. And it has to be added back in via chemicals.
So you still use these puppies?
Yeah, we use these almost every day.
Wonderful. All right, thank you.
Any science background? Have you got any kind of?
No, not at all.
So
to be honest with you, it's all
self-taught
right
here.
I learned from my grandfather, then I learned from my father, then I've learned from the millers that we've had over the years. And I've been in here since I was a child. So,
yeah, I know that.
Since they could throw me in a cubby hole and clean it, I've been in here. So, yeah, I know every inch of the building, and I'm still not quite as good as the miller I have. He can be walking up the hill and hear something, run back and run directly to the problem.
Wow.
That takes many years of listening to this mill to actually be able to pull that off. I can get to the floor that the problem's on, but then I'm still looking around.
All right. So, Mike, you have a question?
So how many local farms are around that you're buying the grain from?
Mainly, I deal with usually about 3 local farmers around here who will get me enough grain to last me a year.
Right.
And they're all, one is actually just behind the mill, half a kilometer away. The other one is about 3 concessions up the road, which is 5 kilometers away. But the farthest we go would be about 7 to 10 kilometers maximum for all of our grain.
Do they bring it to you on demand, or do they
They keep it.
I have a
their
grain
farm?
elevator actually just across the road
Yeah.
who will actually store all my grain for me.
Okay.
Then I just get it as I need it.
Right.
That way I don't have to buy it all at once.
Yeah, I got it.
Which makes life a little easier for the little guy.
Right. Very cool.